I noticed that I haven't made a Redcat Kaiju video in about 2 months. Yeah, 2 months. So here's a little update video of just what I've been up to with this thing. When I'm stock and when I'm not. It's kind of easy to tell. But considering the stock truck can pretty much be taken out of the box and do standing backflips, well, what's wrong with it? The main problem that this thing has is the spare gear's plastic and the upper links on it is junk. Yeah, they'll break in 2 seconds easily without just rolling the car on the ground. They'll break. Just looking at them too hard, they'll break. Spare gear, yeah, you can rev up the car on 6S and it'll break in maybe 2-3 minutes easily. Just about running it and doing a few wheelies, long wheelies, and landing hard and all that other good stuff. You'll rip that spur up. So yeah, let's see. A couple of more weaknesses is the rear hubs are pretty weak, and front hubs. The front hubs are okay, but the C carrier, if you want to call it a C carrier, I mean, it's still a C, so yeah, you can still call it a C carrier. That's weak. That'll break. This will break. Another thing that'll break on is the back body mount. And on the wheelie bar, there's a really small 3mm pin. I mean, 3mm M3 screw that runs through the mount for that attaches the wheelie bar to this piece that attaches to the shock tower. That will bend. You can check yours if you've been jumping the car or even wheeling on the wheelie bar. It will make that pin bend. So yeah. Now, you can really call it a weakness if you want to. It's not really a weakness, but yeah, the motor is just about as gear as high as it'll go. Yeah, for this side of the car. And the car really doesn't weigh that much, but it's pretty much set. You can really overgear it if you even think about changing or upping the pinion. And then the motor heats up on 4s. For some dumb reason, it gets hotter on 4s than it does on 6S. So yeah, overgear it at your own risk. No, change the pinion at your own risk. Another weakness is the stupid bumper. Yeah, and there goes the little clip for the play. I mean, all of them, yeah, that clip will fall out too. It really doesn't matter if you want to replace it with or bend this. No, this one is actually not the one that came with it. It actually is this thing. I guess I lost it and I'll replace it with that. So it'll fall out. Okay, bumper will break. It's just gonna fall off. So what did I do to remedy all that garbage? Yeah. Sickness, isn't it? Absolutely sick. This thing is a tank now. It is an extreme version of what this car should have been in the first place. And it's considerably heavier than the stock truck. Considerable. Like almost like a half a pound heavier. So let's move that out of the way, get this in the shot. Yeah, so what have I done? We have, well, obviously, there's a lot of obvious on this truck. One of the weaknesses that I really couldn't point out on this truck is that the body will just fold in on itself and collapse and end up being meat just like any other stunt truck body. So I got the roll bar, cage, whatever you want to call it. It's 1/4 ABC, ABS plastic tubing. Well, I guess it's a bar. Yeah, it's not a hollow bar. It's just a regular 1/4-inch ABS plastic with foam on the top, and that will keep the body from getting destroyed. Well, caving in, not getting destroyed. The battery will get destroyed regardless, even if you do put this on there, but at least it'll keep it from caving in. I have my WTF fan with my classic red enormous heat sink to keep the motor cool. Yeah, and I haven't had this truck thermal throttle on me at all with that heat sink on there. That fan is loud as hell, so it's gonna get going. Now let's see, up in there I did change out the servo, even though the servo on this thing is 25 kilograms. Freaking awesome. But you know me, I gotta upgrade everything. So yeah, I changed that out to a 35 kilogram Amazon special, if you want to call it that, even though I got it from AliExpress. But they're all the same. They got the same specs. The one on Amazon that's like what, I think it's like 40 bucks now. Although this one from AliExpress was like I want to say it was about 14 bucks. Yeah, so you can get 3 of them from AliExpress for the price of the one that's on Amazon. Yep. Now, as for more obvious changes to this, yeah, first let's go over the obvious. The elephant in the room is the rear body mount. Yeah, it's aluminum now, and yeah, the body posts are aluminum as well. So, and I did it to the front too, just for the hell of it. Even though I haven't had any problems at all out of the front body mounts on this car, I just did that just for the heck of it. Now, yeah, the pin that I was talking about, that's a armor pin from the, I don't even know where it's from. It's probably from the rear support for the, it's from the rear support from the wing mount. Yeah, that's where it's from. But that's like a M4, so it's a heck of a lot thicker, and it works. They put this giant M5 on there for the actual wheelie bar, so I don't know why they use a bloody M3 for this thing. That's dumb. As for, yeah, I was gonna replace that a long time ago, but I zipped had it back together, and it completely held up since, so I bumped that. No use taking this thing apart if I don't have to. Even though it's not that hard to work on at all. For HSP wannabe piece of junk. That's completely plastic. But this thing is stout. I mean, 6S out the box, standing backflips, wheelies for days. It's glorious. Now, for more standard issue upgrades, yeah, the Extreme Precision RC rear hubs. I would like to say they're a must for this thing, but yeah, they didn't really do too good on the bearings for these things. The bearing sockets, yeah, I had to drum them out a little bit so the bearings can actually fit, which wasn't a problem at all considering what I've done to this thing. As for the upper arms, yeah. Oh god, I mean, I don't even know where to start with that. I mean, I was having problems with those upper arms. I was having problems with the replacements that I was finding for them, so I made my own. Yeah, it's this huge, this piece right here, this piece is, let's see, yeah, because it's in multiple parts. This piece right here is nylon. Yeah, it's like 1/2 inch nylon. The parts that connect to the bulkhead, or on this car is the shock tower, that's HDPE. And then we have the turnbuckles from Redcat Monsoon. Front and rear, they're both the same. But it's that 5mm turnbuckle for the arm. And then there's the rod end. That's the steel 5mm, the M5 steel rod end that you can buy from Amazon, like a pack of 4 for like $10 or whatever the heck it is. I'll get to the front later, but all 4 corners, yeah, I did that just for the heck of it too. It's a M4 rod end. I had to grind off the top of it. Actually, it's an M4 steel rod end. Amazon too. Yeah, those comes in a pack of like, you can get them in a pack of 4, or you can get them in a pack of 20. Yeah, they're all over the place. But these are awesome too. Yeah, a lot of people don't like to use them because the rod end will break and then they'll be stuck inside. But I don't screw the rod all the way in to make it tight. I mean, it's not going anywhere anyway. And don't use Loctite on that either. Yeah, it'll never come out since it's steel. And it's not gonna spin out. I mean, this doesn't spin. So forget about doing that. And if it does break, it's very easy to get out of there if it's loose. So yeah. So that's that. Let's see, what else did I do to this thing? I'll get to what's under there later. It's like the most obvious thing you have to do to this truck to have any kind of fun with it whatsoever. Bloody plastic spur, yeah, Redcat. Oh yeah, aluminum servo horn, another must. I say that because the stock truck has to come back to this as the same horn. Why? If I said this truck stock, yeah, that horn is the same horn that's on this and the one that I replaced. Twins. Mainly because the stock horn that came on this truck is plastic. Another no-no. And it was stripped out the box. I'm not even gonna say anything else about that. Okay. So going on from there, you can see up in there the Ackerman has a piece of aluminum on there. It's L-bar. It's the same exact L-bar that's on here, but I bent it and grinded it and cut it to fit the Ackerman, and now the Ackerman will not break on me at all. Yeah, that was like maybe the second or the third part that I broke on this truck. Okay, so let's see, going on from there. Yeah, I already covered that. Okay, I already covered the front arm, which is the same as the rear, even though it's smaller. I just made it fit. Yeah, you can tell that this one is pretty much the prototype, the first one that I made. All the other ones are pretty much standard fare with longer parts for the nylon and a shorter turnbuckle. I just left that one on there because it fit. Even though I did make the one for the other side too, just like that one. But this one still fits. It fits first, so I'm leaving it. Okay. So, okay, what else did I do? Oh yeah, there's a sway bar in there. Yes, in there somewhere. And for that, I don't even know what parts I use. To be honest, I don't. And it's in the rear too, and that too. It might be an armor part or something like that, but they fit. Now, as for the knuckles, yeah, it's getting dark out here pretty fast, so I'll go on and finish this. The knuckles are from a ZD Racing buggy, the A-scale buggy. I think it's the V3 or the V2, whatever V is on. But yeah, it's aluminum. The actual caster is. The steering block is aluminum. The C-hub, and that's the actual C-hub. I mean, yeah, you can call it C-hub now. That's plastic, but this is the stock part right here. Yeah. I mean, it's like nearly twice as thick, the plastic on this thing, as the stock part. And people might say, yeah, plastic is not all the same. It might be. This is some weak junk right here. Really. I mean, I done broken this, I don't know how many times. I'm like, this. The turning block, the steering block is awesome. It's thick and it works and it's reinforced, but this thing is just so damn weak, it's not even right. So I replaced all of it. And it pretty much fit the CVA 100%. But in order to get it to fit, I had to cut the little supporting, what you want to call it. Keep on forgetting. I'm at a writer's block right here. I've been bashing all day, and it's at the end of the day, yeah, this little support right here, I had to cut it off both sides, and it fits perfectly. Okay, now let's get to the bumper. Let's get out. Yeah, it's been looking like that for a while now, but the bumper has this plastic bumper part on it that I've been fashioned on so many cars. And as you can see, the inner part of the bumper is just hanging in midair. It's not even attached because it been broken, and I'm not replacing it anymore. But you can even use the HDPE on the front bumper to keep it in check. But since I didn't use this already, and it's pretty much stable as a rock, solid as a rock, I just leave it alone. And it does have give, just like a bumper is supposed to. Yeah, but this thing, it's nearly perfect right now. To say it's nearly perfect is an understatement. I can just rip and rip and rip with this thing, and it's just gonna take everything I can get. Anything. Okay, now there's a really big elephant in the room that will end your run in absolutely no time flat, and that is what's under there. Yeah. It comes with this stupid plastic spare gear. Redcat 6S and plastic spur gears. No. I don't care if y'all was trying to get this thing to a price point and to have a machine spur with a upfit. Hell no. It's just that simple. No. Too many people was put off by this car for the very fact that 6S and plastic spurs is like a certain company's territory that then failed miserably at that I don't know how many years and still haven't did anything about it. Yeah, just I don't care if you guys have to make the part yourselves. Just don't ever do that again. That is so silly. But thankfully, there's people like me and other guys out there that will try their best to absolutely try to make these cars as good as runners as they possibly can. And there are multiple ways of getting the steel spur gear in there. Multiple. Thank God. So, yeah, this one has steel spur. And it's 48 too. Just like the stock spur. And the optimum gearing for this car is the stock gearing. But there's a machine spur in the car. And the stock pinion that comes with the car is some crap. Somewhat hardened metal. I don't know what the heck it is. I mean, it seems to be hardened steel, but it's some of the weakest garbage I've seen to come out of any car outside of the other high-known plastic manufacturer of plastic cars and their pop metal gears and whatnot. And I don't feel like even mentioning their name. I don't. But we all know that their gears are centered and garbage. But for the love of everything that this car has, it actually has some decent gears in it. But the pinion is junk if you want to mesh it with a actual steel spur, actual machine steel spur. So yeah, you'll have to find some 10-tooth pinion to go along with the machine 48-tooth low-C spur if you want to use that. It's a very, very good spur, and it's lightweight, so it won't tax the motor any more than the plastic spur will. But yeah, I mean, this car is what it is. It's pretty awesome, and it's getting really late, and I think I've been covered most of all the upgrades or mods that I've made to this car. And if I haven't, then I have to do it later. Another thing that I did in closing is that I replaced literally every screw on this car. I mean, a lot of these screws was the M3 screws that you use with the 2mm hex. Yeah, I replaced all of that. Everything. So, yeah, right now most of the screws are the M3 sockets that uses the socket heads that uses the 2.5mm hex driver, and they are a heck of a lot easier to work with than that stupid M3 screw. But M3 screws are a novelty with this kind of scale of car, which is in between 8th and 10th scale. Yeah, everybody uses them for everything, but I replaced all of them. Okay, so now this video is going on way over 20 minutes, and it's getting really dark out here, so I'll end it there. Oh, good old Redcat Kaiju. What a beast. This thing is serious. Or at least I done made it serious. So, I'll end it there.